We're back. Among the many things we're thankful for this Thanksgiving are our troops and veterans, of course. Retired Marine Staff Sergeant Eric Alva was the first American injured in the Iraq War. He lost his leg as a result of those injuries and was awarded a Purple Heart. Today, he's a spokesman for the Human Rights Campaign and its efforts to repeal the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy. Eric joins me now. Eric, I'm so impressed with what you said at the Human Rights Gala up in Boston last week. I was lucky to be there and part of the program. Sir, it's an honor to meet you. Thank you for your service. I think the American people would benefit from you to give us a little capsule, narrative of what happened to you when you arrived in Iraq.
It's good to see you again, Chris. It was only about 3 hours when we started the ground invasion. And I was on a logistical convoy, and unfortunately, on one of the times I stepped out of my vehicle, I triggered a landmine. My injuries were severe, a broken right arm with nerve damage, broken left leg, and then, as you stated, my right leg had to be amputated. It's only estimated I was there for 3 hours, of course, giving me the dubious distinction of being the first American injured in Iraq. So, I'm blessed to be alive, as you were talking about things to be thankful for.
When I met you up here in Boston, I didn't know you'd lost your leg. You get around pretty well. How's it going in that regard?
Most people don't really notice that I lost my leg until I actually talk about it in my speech, or I guess it's I have a very good prosthetist who has helped me get back to living back a normal life and walking and doing things that I enjoy, like scuba diving and skiing, and living my life again now as a gay proud Marine.
Well, let's talk about that gay part, because you're a very obviously well-rounded guy that I've enjoyed meeting, and I'm so impressed with knowing a bit. Tell me about coming out and that decision to admit your or agree or openly state, let's put it this way, objectively your orientation as a gay man. What was that about? Why'd you do that? After having already served and gotten your ribbon, have gotten your Purple Heart, it's all behind you. Why did you decide to say, when I was there, when I did get blown up, when I was serving my country, when I was taking risks for my country, I was also a gay man? Why did you say it after the fact?
I actually started seeing things happen in the country, mostly, I guess, here in my own state when we passed Proposition 2 to amend the state constitution banning same-sex marriage. And then I also started just noticing other things in other states in around the country that I started to realize that as a person who had made a sacrifice, it was for the rights and the freedoms of the people of this country, not just the selected few, not like the Palins and the McCains or the Boehners. They were for people like myself and other people of diverse nature. I'm a veteran, I'm disabled, I'm Hispanic, and I am a gay man. That's what makes up the people of this country, diversity. And I knew I had to speak out as someone who had made a sacrifice for the people of this country, not just the selected few.
Well, let's get to the gist of this. How did people react, from your observation and personal experience in the military, to fellow members in the regiment when they're in their outfits that they figure are gay? And they don't say they're gay because you're not allowed to, but when they figure someone's gay, how do they react? Do they get along with them? Do they accept it as part of the world, or how do they react in your experience?
In my experience, as in units that I served in, in 13 years in the Marine Corps, and post me telling people, every single person was always supportive. They treated me the same, with respect, and I think because they knew as a person, as a 5'1" Marine, no one wanted to take me on, but they knew I could do my job. It was about just me doing my job, not about my orientation.
Do you think there's any sense among the smart people who have been through training, who have faced the fire of the enemy, which most of us have not, that know what it's like to know you're going to face guys trying to kill you? And there's any difference between a gay and a straight person in terms of that ability to be a warrior? What's your experience in that? What do you think the thought is among the people who know what the hell they're talking about?
That's a good point, because the people who actually are the ones who are proponents on keeping Don't Ask, Don't Tell, it's kind of ludicrous that they're the ones who want to get rid of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, but have never served in uniform. I served in Somalia during 92, 93. Before Black Hawk Down, then serving in Iraq and around the world. I am someone who knows from firsthand experience what people need to do their job as far as camaraderie, discipline, unit cohesion. And the Marines who know me today will back me up to say, he did his job. And we're the ones who know what it's like to serve in combat and in harm's way to make sure that we accomplish the mission. The people who constantly say that we can't have gays in the military are the ones who have never put the uniform on and don't even know what it is like. And the people like as Senator McCain who have wore the uniform, they are just avoiding the fact that, we can do our job. I mean, and they were aware that, ever since this country's independence, gay men and women have served in the military, and we have functioned as a good armed forces that represents, what the American people are about.
All right, people can disagree, but we all can thank you for your service. An argument is a part of American life. You've got the best case, I think. Eric Alva distinguished himself serving our country. Thank you so much. Good luck in your fight for open service.